Hello everyone. Today I'll be sharing something regarding heart attack which each and every individual should know about. You might have heard people saying don't have much oily food, don't have deep fried fast food, don't have much of biscuits, pastries, avoid hamburgers and pizzas, avoid full fat dairy products. Why so? Because all these things lead to increased risk of heart attack. You might have also heard about good and bad cholesterol. Also, people saying that don't eat this because this will lead to increased bad cholesterol in your body, then you will have high risk of heart attack. Why so? Because nowadays the most common cause of heart attack is a condition known as atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is basically hardening of the blood vessels, which is because of the formation of plaque. Now, what's the plaque? Plaque is a waxy substance which is formed because of deposition of the lipoproteins. Lipoproteins are basically the fats, the bad cholesterol which we consume in the form of oiled and deep fried food. So let's see how the plaque formation occurs and how it leads to increased risk of heart attack and also other problems. Over here, I'll tell you about the complications which occur because of atherosclerosis and plaque formation in different organs of our body. This is the normal blood vessel and this is the blood vessel having plaque in which we can see the RBCs are facing problem to move further. First of all, we'll see towards the heart. In heart, there is an artery known as coronary artery which supplies blood to the muscular wall of the heart. This artery supplies blood to the heart so that heart can get oxygen from which it can get energy to pump blood further to our body. Now, if there is obliteration in this coronary artery, which you can see over here, then it will lead to decreased blood supply to the heart. If less blood is supplied to heart, then blood will receive less energy. So, because of that, it won't be able to pump proper amount of blood to whole body, which will lead to heart failure and heart attack further. Now we'll see over here what happens in kidney. In kidney, if there is this is a renal artery. So if there is formation of plaque over here, then it will lead to blockage of renal artery. So this can lead to further symptoms such as decrease in appetite, and also it can lead to swelling of hand and feet. The same complications can occur over here in lower limb as well. Here you can see there is a plaque formation in this artery which supplies blood to the lower limb. So if there is a plaque formation, then further proper blood flow will not occur over here. So it will lead to complications in this part of the leg. Here I'll show you how a plaque formation occurs. It is little bit linked to my previous video about the basic structure of blood vessels. So here you can see that this is a normal blood vessel. Now, when the plaque formation occurs, first of all, it occurs in a downward direction. So it pushes the blood vessels downwards. These are the normal RBCs, that are red blood cells. You can see they are coming from here and they are going further. Now, after going downwards little bit, plaque formation occurs in upward direction as well. Now, when more lipoproteins deposit over it, more fat deposit over it, then it increases more in size. As it goes increasing in size, after some time the plaque ruptures. As the plaque ruptures, there is a formation of the blood clot over the plaque. And this blood clot, therefore, it obliterates the flow of blood to the further organ. Let's see it microscopically. Over here, you can see the normal blood vessel structure which I showed in my previous video. This is tunica intima, this is tunica media containing the spindle-shaped smooth muscle cells, and this is the tunica adventitia, fibroadipose tissue layer. Now, as if we zoom it in, then you can see a gap between the tunica intima and tunica media layer. So what happens basically is, this is the lumen part. Here also this is the lumen part where normal RBCs circulate. So when there is increased LDL, that is increased low density lipid, that is the bad cholesterol which you say in common language, if it increases in the blood circulation after having high fat containing food, then it goes into this intima layer. When it goes under this intima layer, it gets oxidized and some foam cells will come over it and some reactions will occur over here, which will lead to formation of this plaque over here. So as soon as more low density lipids come over here, more foam cells will come and there will be increase in the plaque size. two things more occur over here. One thing is that spindle shaped smooth muscle cells also start migrating over here, and also there is formation of collagen. What collagen does is collagen leads to the hardening of the arteries. It leads to the hardening of the structure, and smooth muscle cells also go over here. Therefore, the size of the plaque goes on increasing. Over here you can see that after further increase in the size of the plaque, it ruptures. Also it ruptures the endothelial layer, and the plaque ruptures and goes into the lumen. Now this rupture of the plaque leads to the formation of the blood clot. Why this blood clot forms? The blood clot forms so that the content of the plaque doesn't spill in the blood vessel and doesn't go further to form another plaque. This is basically known as thrombosis. What is thrombosis? That rupture of the plaque leads to blood coagulation to stop the spillage of its contents into the lumen of the blood vessel. Therefore, this clot can further go into circulation, or it can also impede the blood flow, and it can cause the serious complications which we'll see further. What should we do to avoid formation of these kind of plaque in our body? We should include some healthy food in our diet like fruits, vegetables, nuts, legumes, and low-fat dairy products. We can consume the oily food. We can consume hamburgers and pizza and all those food as well, but they should be in less amount, and we should include these healthy things more in our diet so that we can avoid formation of plaque, and therefore there will be reduced risk of heart attack in us. Also, we should avoid some habits like some bad habits like smoking and drinking, which people think is very cool nowadays, but I don't think it is cool at all. So we should just take care of all these things, and we can reduce heart attack in ourselves. And as you know, self-care is the best care, so we should just adapt that. Thank you so much. I hope it was useful for you, and thank you so much for taking your time and watching. Thanks a lot.